the solar system, the sun, and all the bodies orbiting around it make up the solar system. The sun is a star because it glows all the time, giving off its own heat and light. The planets and their moons are the main bodies that revolve around the sun. These bodies shine because they reflect the sun's light that falls on then other bodies in the solar system are the asteroid, comet, and meteors. Nearest the sun is Mercury. The smallest of the planets then become Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. The distance across the solar system is about 12 billion kilometers. The sun is a vast ball of glowing gas. It has diameter that is more than 100 times of Earth and a mass about 333,400 times that of the Earth. It also has an enormous gravitational pull about 28 times stronger than the Earth. Thus, the sun controls the movements of all bodies on the solar system except those of the moons. The solar system atmosphere is composed of two layers. The lower layer in the chromosphere and the higher atmosphere layer is the corona. The sun is in Greek called Helios and is the largest star in the solar system and is by far the most important source of energy life of Earth. It is nearly perfect ball of hot plasma with internal convective motion that generates a magnetic field via a dynamo process. Its diameter is about 109 times that of Earth and it has a mass that about 300,000 times of that the Earth, accounting for about 99.86% total of the land mass of the solar system. About 3/4, 3 to 4 of the sun's mass consists of hydrogen. The rest is mostly helium, with much smaller quantities of heavier elements, including hydrogen, carbon, neon, and iron. Sun has a surface temperature of over 6,000 Celsius with an interior temperature of over 20 million Celsius. The sun is the importance the man because it products light which can be converted as heat energy or radiant energy. Therefore, without solar radiation from the sun called insolation, all form of life on the earth surface would not have been possible. In size, the sun is about 300,000 times as big as the earth. The stars, which appears shiny when viewed from the actually earth, exist in groups or clusters, which are better referred to as galaxies or nebulas, with the extension of the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Pluto. All other planets have attendant bodies referred to as the satellites. A satellite, this is an attendant body or a smaller body which revolves around other planets such as Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Mars, and Earth. The only attendant body present on the Earth is known as the Moon. Ultraviolet light from the Sun has antithetic properties and can be used to sanitize tools and water. It also causes sunburn and has other medical effects such as the production of vitamin D. Violet light is strongly attenuated by Earth's ozone layer, so that the amount of UV varies greatly with latitude and has been partially referenced for many biological adaptations, including variations in human skin color in different regions of the globe. The sun is by far the brightest object in the night sky, with an apparent magnitude of negative 26.74. This is about 13 billion times brighter than the next brighter star, Sirius, which has apparent magnitude of about 1.46. The mean distance of the Sun center to Earth's center is approximately 1 astronomical unit, about 150 million kilometers, 93 miles. At this average distance, light travels from the Sun's horizon to Earth's horizon in about 8 minutes and 19 seconds, while light from the closest point of the Sun and Earth takes about 2 seconds. Less the energy of the sunlight supports almost all life on Earth by photosynthesis and drives Earth's climate and weather. The sun rotates faster and its equator than at its pole. Its differential rotation is caused by convective motion due to heat transport and characteristic Colores force due to the sun rotation is a frame of the reference defined by the stars. The rotational period approximately 25.6 days at the equator and 33.5 days at the poles. Viewed from Earth as it orbits the sun, the apparent rotational period of the sun at its equator is about 28 days. The sun is a G-type main sequence star, G2V, based on septal class, and it is informally referred to as a yellow dwarf. It formed approximately 4.5 billion years ago from the gravitational collapse of matter within a region of a large molecular cloud. Most of matter gathered in the center, whereas the rest flattened into an orbiting disk that became the solar system. The center mass game has a dense, extremely instilling nuclear fusion in its core. It is true that almost all stars formed by this process. The sun's color is white with a CIE color, a space index near 3.3 when viewed from a space, or when high in the sky. When low in the sky, atmospheric scattering renders the sun yellow, red, orange, or magenta. Despite its typical whiteness, most people mentally picture the sun as yellow. The sun is composed primarily of the chemical elements hydrogen and helium. They account for 74.9 and 23.8% of the mass of the sun. The elements called metals in astronomy account for less than 2% of the mass, with oxygen roughly 1% of the sun's mass, carbon 0.3, neon 0.2, and iron 0.2 being the most abundant. The sun is roughly middle age and has cannot change dramatically for 4 billion years and will remain fairly stable for another 4 billion years. However, after hydrogen fusion in the core has started, the sun will undergo serve change and become a red giant. It is calculated that the sun will become sufficiently large to ignite the current orbits of Mercury, Venus, and possibly Earth. The enormous effect of the sun on the Earth has been recognized since prehistoric times, and the sun has been read by some around the sun, the basis of the solar calendar, with its the Periodomian calendar in use today. The sun is a G-type star.